Too low to the mall, with a couple capos and 100 fucking dimes. College slaughter gang, you get your shit popped. Draco with a drum, the bitch ain't never go stop. We on that 9-4 shit.
Hello, hi, welcome to Learning with Nisi. Please subscribe to my video. And today we're going to learn how to study and not overstudy. So many times in nursing school I found myself studying and I was just overstudying and I did not do well on those exams. And I was so upset because I was putting the hours in, I was putting the time in, but somehow my grades, they just didn't match the time and the energy that I put into studying. So today's tips and tricks are going to help you to learn how to study and cut half that time that I was studying. When I was in nursing school, I wish I had videos and a person to guide me to even how to study. So that's why I'm making this video, because it's very important to me and it's very important for nursing students like yourself to know what to study and how to study. All right, so let's jump right in the video, shall we? Okay, so in nursing school, I found that you're going to get a lecture and they're going to give you a PowerPoint. PowerPoints are their favorite. And the PowerPoint could be 100 pages, it could be 500 pages, and you're like, wait a minute, I am so overwhelmed. This is the second day of this class and we already got 400, 300, or 500 pages to a PowerPoint? I know. But listen, take a deep breath. Let's woosah. Breathe in and breathe out. It's going to be okay. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to take a highlighter. You're going to invest in some highlighters, by the way. You're going to take a highlighter and you're going to highlight all your most important topics. Go through page by page. Highlight, star. These are the things that your teacher in your lecture was speaking about, and they were the most important thing. Now, after you highlighted and star, you're going to study just that, not the whole PowerPoint. The things that you heard in your lecture. This is why I'm going to tell you to record your lecture, and we'll get into that as we go further in the video. But the most important things in the lecture, you're going to just study those. You're going to get a video, like a YouTube video, look it up, and then you'll have better understanding about what you learn. Nextly, let us record those lectures. Yes, that is so important. If your teacher allows you to record your lecture, God bless her heart if she does, or he does, because it's very important. A lot of times, you know, if you have children or you are working while in nursing school or even driving home, you need to listen to them. I had AirPods in my ear everywhere I went and was listening to those lectures, and that really helped me to obtain the information and understand it, because sometimes the lectures are 4 hours long and you get a little tired during your lecture and you might tune out. But this way you have a second chance to listen, maybe even sit down and take some notes. And I always say it's the second time listening is better than the first time, because you know what you're listening to, you have an idea of the information now, and now you're trying to study, memorize it more, and now you can go in depth into the information. Okay, so that's why I say record those lectures if they let you. I'm telling you, you will excel in your class. Nextly, let's talk about getting your book. When you get your book, you're going to read your chapter, of course, but in the back of every chapter are key highlight points of the chapter. Now, if you don't have time to read the chapter because you might be a working student or you might be a mom, you know, I was a mom and it was hard to balance everything. So I would look in the back of the book, look at the key highlights, and then I would take a video from YouTube and I would watch that. And that would cut down the study time, and I still would do well on my exams. Now, when I first started nursing school, I read the whole chapter front to back, again, twice, and still didn't obtain the information, and tried to maybe watch a video on top, write stuff down, and it was just way too much information going in my head. It was information overload, and I'm telling you, do not do that. You will not do well on your exam. Just because you're studying more information doesn't mean that you're retaining more information. And that's what I had to learn. So please listen to me when I say, study only the most important key topics. It will get you further with those exams, and you will do well, and you will pass, and you will become a nurse. Okay? So let's study smarter, not harder. Next topic that I'm going to discuss is you invest in a nursing bundle. I know when I was in school, the second or the third day, a girl blessed me with a nursing bundle, and I didn't even know what it was. And when I went home and I looked over, I said, oh my God, this is amazing. And it's beautiful illustrations of pictures. They have mnemonics. They make nursing school fun. And it's something that everyone should have. I like Nursing in the Making because she has videos to go along with the pictures, just in case you don't understand what you're reading. You can get a video and she breaks it down to you step by step, everything. I think the nursing bundle is the best thing that happened for nursing students. Now, you don't have to get Nursing in the Making's nursing bundle, but somebody's nursing bundle you should, and I will put that bundle in the link, and so you guys can enjoy it and read it and see what you think about it, okay? Because I know I loved it when I was in nursing school. That helped me so much. So the next topic that we'll be discussing is writing that material down. My professor used to say all the time, and I used to think, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about, but she absolutely does. It doesn't stick unless you write it. Somewhere where your hand and your mind, they go together, and the more you write that material down, it will stay in your brain. So what I did is I went on Amazon and I got a board, and on my board, my whiteboard, I would get a permanent marker and I would close my book and I would just write down everything that I can remember during study time. I would write it down on there. And then after I wrote everything down, read it, I would reopen my book and see if I was right. And a lot of times I was, and it made me feel good because I knew I was going to pass that exam. And it's testing your memory. So like I said, write it down. If you don't want to write it down on a board, whiteboard like I did, you could just get a pen and paper and just start writing things down just off the top of your head. It's like brainstorming anything that you could think of from that topic. I'm telling you, it'll help you. I know it sounds silly, but it really did help me for my exams. The next thing I want to talk to you about is getting some flashcards. Flashcards are so resourceful when you're in nursing school, and not the small ones either. The really big ones, yes. I got mine from Dollar Tree. Really affordable, because I know in nursing school you're on a budget. I was so broke in nursing school, so you need budget friendly things. And note cards, they are so budget friendly. I got the really big ones. I would write one word on the back, and on the other I would write everything for that topic, and I would read it, put it down, write it again, read it, put it down, and that way it was going in my memory till I would do it about 3 or 4 times, and then in the morning look over it again 3 or 4 times before the exam, and I knew that I was going to pass the exam. So note cards are going to be your best friend in nursing school. I suggest that you invest into some. Okay? All right. And if your school uses ATI like my school did, they have a quiz bank. And in this quiz bank, you can put any topic that you would like to put in that quiz bank. And it'll have 50 to 100 questions on it. And you could just answer questions. That's another form of studying, just answer questions, because this is going to get your mind into critical thinking mode. Answer all those questions and do it again. Answer the questions. And sometimes the teachers, they pull questions from these ATI quiz banks. I'm telling you, they pull questions from them, and you will see them on your exam. And I want you to come back to this video and say, you know what, that Nisi girl, she knows what she's talking about, because it happened to me. So study using that quiz bank. I'm telling you, your grades will automatically go up. If you are struggling with your grades, this is a very good way to bring them up instantly, overnight. So use that quiz bank, okay, everybody? Nextly, we're going to talk about Quizlet. Quizlet is and will always be my best friend. In nursing school, I use Quizlet a lot. Quizlet was a wonderful tool. It has, if you write anything in Quizlet that you need, it'll have they make flashcards for you in Quizlet. So whatever topic you need, it'll make a flashcard for you, and you could go back and forth between them. Okay? Now in Quizlet, they have games that you could play. And in the games, you could go back and forth and see and test your memory to see if the games work really well for you. So I'm telling you, use that tool, Quizlet. Quizlet works wonders, okay? And lastly, we're going to use mnemonics. Mnemonics are rhymes that help you with your material when learning. You're going to want to learn to make up your own mnemonics. If you learn to make up mnemonics, I'm telling you, in your nursing exam, you will remember what you're supposed to remember, and you will pass those exams. And like I spoke earlier about the nursing bundle, the mnemonics are in nursing bundle, and you can make up your own when you see how she makes them up, okay? So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you. I want to wrap up. Also, before I leave, I want to leave you with a few nursing gems that helped me in nursing school. So some videos that'll help you is Nexus Nursing. She really teaches you how to critically think and answer those questions. Nurse Sarah, she helps you with math calculations. She helped me a lot of times with my dosage calculations. I love her for that. Then you have Simple Nursing. He's more for fun. You listen to long lectures and you might get tired. Well, he has pictures and he makes it funny. So I want you to listen to them. And lastly, you have Level Up RN. She's more, if you didn't understand what your professor was going over in your lecture, she really breaks it down and helps you understand. So use those gems. I hope today it helped you find your study method, how you're going to study, what you're going to study, where you're going to study, because like I said, when I entered nursing school, I didn't even know how to study. So that's why I'm making this video. And that's all I have for you. Thank you with Learning with Nisi. Thank you. Subscribe.